How do we effectively touch all of these accounts and make sure that we're servicing everyone in an appropriate manner? So some of the expectations in being in the live event industry, and I'm sure a lot of my colleagues have come across this, is that, we're not a typical 9 to 5. We learned from COVID that we were already trending towards an area of remote and also a hybrid work environment. Still to today, we are in a hybrid work situation to where essentially we're 3 days in, 2 days out. We've learned, as well as a lot of industries, that typical 9 to 5, at least here in Atlanta, the way that we've operated has not been attractive to many workers. And if you think about it, going back to 2019, if you have a fairly young staff, this is all they know. And this may be their first job. So working in your traditional office setting hasn't been necessarily a thing for them. Sometimes there may be long days. Sometimes there are weekends. There are holidays. There are nights. So being completely transparent with employees up front, but again, going back to the type of employee that we look for, and also creating an environment holistically here with the Hawks and State Farm Arena, is letting them know that not only, do we have a hybrid work situation, but also we flex days as well. So you're allowed to come in a little bit later, on game days or concert days. I'm only as successful as my employees. So it is not my goal to burn out anyone. I am very conscious of making sure that everyone gets their time. I actually encourage PTO. I actually encourage flex time. Part of the challenge that we've been having is retaining top talent and making sure that we are an attractive enough company to where this is where they want to spend their time. A lot of things that we have been doing, flexible work schedule, the relaxed, casual, if you say, dress environment. We offer our employees cell phones on our sales and service staff. Everyone has laptops on our sales and service staff. So we want to make sure that they're equipped the best way possible to make sure that they can be as efficient and then that they can do their job to the best of their ability. It's much more than being just, their manager, their director, their VP. You're also, their coach, and also taking a vested interest in their individual development. You can't just talk it, you have to live it. Your goal could be, hey, I want to buy my first home. I like to take the next step in my career, go to a manager's level. I like to make it to a director's level. So when we have our individual conversations in our one-to-one meetings, let's see where you are now and let's track that progress from this meeting to the next meeting. In terms of recruiting the type of employee, I am not necessarily as concerned if you are the biggest Atlanta Hawks fan. But what I do care about is, do you understand business? Do you understand how companies operate? Are you able to go into a meeting and actually speak to the customer about their specific situation and how it translates to their business? If you understand how it operates, the specific roles, where the budget is coming from, who's paying for this specific product. Our season ticket base has more than quadrupled than the time when I first started here, almost 21 years ago. What do we do with these accounts? How do we effectively touch all of these accounts and make sure that we're servicing everyone in an appropriate manner? We've actually allowed a portion of our sales staff to actually service accounts. It not only helps with the sales process, it also helps with the service process. And we also feel that it makes our sales team a much better, fully operational sales staff. They're able to see exactly what we give and how to deliver on it. They also see exactly how it is to actually facilitate everything from the sale to the actual processing to the benefit fulfillment. Our service staff also, they're allowed to actually sell. Some teams aren't necessarily structured that way, but we also feel that some of the best leads and some of the best business that we actually acquire are our current members. Who else can speak to our business better than someone that's actually using our product? So our service team is actually allowed to upsell. They also actually have a new sales goal in conjunction with their service goal. So again, it's just about making the person a well-rounded individual, full service account manager, and then able to speak to everything that's related to the particular customer situation.